Welcome back, guys. Smith DSM here. So, honestly, at the shop, do I have the ECUs yet? No, they are not here yet. They will be here tomorrow. But I thought I'd still at least give you guys a little update, and then I wanted to get a couple other things done here today. So, as you guys already know, both the ECUs are shipped off to ECM Tuning. They got fixed, repaired, already squared away. There was the bad drivers, of course, on Tadashi's ECU. Those were all replaced. And then I got the one bad driver that was not good on Demos on his ECU fixed, as well as new caps, because I guess they were leaking. They didn't look like it to me, but I guess they were, and were causing other electrical issues on the boards. So they went ahead and fixed it, and it came to just less than $130 to do the parts and the repair time. So shout out to ECM Tuning for their excellent work. I highly appreciate that stuff. So all in all, total came to like 220 bucks for paying for inspection on the ECU, the repairs, the shipping back, shipping out. So great amount. I think it was well worth it. So today, since we're here, is showing you guys the new idle air control valves I got from Napa, and we're going to be doing an ohm resistance test on them. Even though they're brand new, I want to be certain that they have a good resistance range on each of the coils, and I will show you guys how to inspect those for checking on, you know, if you get a new one, or if you're just curious on how yours is and how the condition is on one that's already on a vehicle for you for your DSM. So we're going to do that. I have a couple stickers to put on, sticker for each car. I'll show you guys what that's for. And then I also have just another little item that I will show to you guys as well afterwards that I picked up at Home Depot actually. So it's nothing really, it's just more of like an eye appeal kind of thing. So I'll show you guys that here though once we get to it. So let's get into it. Alright, so if you ever have to look into any of these, like I was stating before, it's go in a pattern for the 6 prongs here. You go 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6 with your multimeter here. And obviously, you know, you set it to the ohm resistance. That's the symbol for it. I'm no fancy multimeter guy, but I know basics. So, but when it comes to these, it doesn't matter if you do, you know, positive to negative, 1 to 2, or negative positive. It doesn't matter. It's gonna check the signal either way for you. So let's go ahead and check out 1 to 2 on this one. Here, I'll turn your guys' way a little more. Hopefully you can see that. Reading it, so 38.7 on the 1 to 2, 38.9. Now 2 to 3. Looks like it settles at 39. 4 to 5, 38.5, and 5 to 6, 38.5 on that one as well, 38.6. So this one's good, so we don't have to worry about that one now. So like I said, I did negative positive on this one, so I'm just going to show you how it doesn't make a difference with switching the positive negative cables here, the lines. So here's 1 to 2. Oh, it slipped here. Let's try it again. I'm difficult to try to hold it here. Alright, 38.5. There's 2 to 3. I can hold it. That's good on the first one. Size again. So 2 to 3 is looking at oh my gosh, I cannot hold still right now, can I? Keeps bouncing around a little bit. So I'll say 38.3 on that one because I'm bouncing around. There's 4 to 5. 38.5. 5 to 6 is 38.7. Alright, so as we saw, both idle air control valves have good resistance on them. So we'll be getting that squared away. So let's go ahead and hop over to Tadashi over here and just get the idle air control valve put in. Alright, so I went ahead and got the battery tray pulled out of the way. Got it disconnected here. An old idle air control valve. I've got, it's a basic Phillips screwdriver. Just gonna go ahead and unscrew these 8mm bolts that hold it in. If you didn't notice that clip before, they give you new 8mm bolts with the new idle air control valves, as well as new O-rings, which I've heard that, yeah, some of them will just absolutely not fit. That way try and find an OEM one, but I mean, for my last order that I've done, I've noticed that they didn't have any issues. They fit just fine. So let me grab my flathead real quick so we can get that popped out. Alright. And this is actually a little special one that I made. If you can tell, it's obviously curved for it, and I smoothed it out for situations like this, getting out O-rings and stuff like that. So there's the old one. This is the new one. Bin of miscellaneous. Alright, so idle air control valves in Tadashi now, so we're good there. And I decided to go ahead and keep the OEM O-ring. You never know if I were to accidentally screw up one of the other new O-rings on them, that cause any issues later down the line. You know, I've got an OEM one. It still has actually pretty decent squish to it. Still had a good diameter on it, so I was really kind of surprised by. And of course, just the extra bolts. Got like this bin, a collection bin of all assortment types, size bolts, screws, nuts, washers. I mean, you name it. It's able to, like, I could probably assemble accessories on a complete car if I needed to. I mean, it's just full of all different sizes, 8, 10s, 12s, 14s. I mean, it's just something good to have. So, as you already know, I have a badass wife, and I call her badass wife because A, she lets me do whatever I want, like all the time, like be here at the shop or go hang out with guys a lot. You know, when we go do car get-togethers and stuff like that in town. So I got her those stickers that you see online or whatever saying badass wife only for the seats, and I got 2 of them. I got black one for Tadashi, white one for Damos. So yes, he's getting, you know, he's my race car one. I have no care that I stick stickers on him. You know, he's OEM, you know, he's stock, pretty. Want it kept that way, but I love my wife, so I'm gonna be getting that put on here and seeing if I can get it to fit in that little side skirt trim molding piece, which, as you can tell, you know, it might be a little bit of an issue with this seam here, but we'll see what I have to do. If I have to do like a little razor blade cut or just leave it as is, you know, we'll see. So I want it to last. I just wanted to do something for the wife, you know, sort of a thank you for letting me get this shop and, you know, letting me do all this car stuff. You know, it's just a simple way of saying thank you to her, and because she's a badass. So let's go ahead and hop on that. We'll get those put on both cars and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so as you can tell, went and got this white one here placed on the outside, just simply because, you know, this was a spray paint car job. So you look in here, I could have possibly put it down here, but I mean it just looks like garbage in here, so I didn't really want it on the inside of Deimos. So next best spot, the outside. I'm not afraid to have that showing anyways to anybody. Another final thing that I totally forgot about that I purchased, and it's actually for Deimos, this little thing right here. This little funky metal plug. It's a 1 3/8, I think. I was at Home Depot. It's like the largest one you can get. But the reason why I got this is so I can actually plug up the rear antenna hole instead of using, you know, what a lot of people probably do, just putting duct tape on the inside of it. Granted, I gotta do this one still, but I don't really care. That's more of a specialty size, so they'll probably get Bondo filled later on. But this one, this plug, is the largest one you can get at Home Depot. Like I said, it's 1 3/8, I think it said, in their little drawers. And I just took a wild guess when I was going through that stuff, and it actually fits perfectly. So I'll just remove the spoiler piece here, remove the trim, and I'll actually bend these tabs backwards and outwards so it helps lock it down in place in the hole. I'm also gonna put, you know, like some RTV, this little gasket sealant on it so it helps seals it up more too. any of you other guys decide to go ahead and do this kind of route, it will be really tight. So that's why when I was working over there on it, I used just that roll of tape under here, and I just was pressing down and then using my little flat nose needle pliers to, you know, pull any other extra tension off, so it kind of helps seal it up down to the bottom so there's like no gap or anything like that. So came out pretty good though. So we're done here at the shop today. Got everything buttoned up that I wanted to get buttoned up and taken care of, and that was checking out the resistance on the new idler control valves that I got from Napa, and they did check out just fine. We got ahead and put it in Tadashi already, so he's already taken care of. We just have to wait until tomorrow to get the new ECU, well, the repaired ECU in, so we can get that put in, button him back up, and goes back to being my daily driver. And we got the badass wife only stickers taken care of for my wife, because I love her to pieces. And I also got the little plug from Home Depot put in on Deimos on that rear spoiler for that antenna spot. So that's gonna be it for today in this video, and I'll be starting the next video actually putting bits and pieces together tomorrow, and there's actually gonna be a little surprise in that video. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you're gonna learn and find out that technically I have a third DSM. So stay tuned to the next video, guys, finding out about that one. Take care. Have a good one.